Hey everyone, my name is Mal.
And my name's Hannah.
And welcome back to The Morgue. Well, hello everyone. How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing amazing. How are you doing today, Hannah?
I'm so tired.
Dude, I feel that. I didn't get up until
so exhausted.
I don't know. I think I got up out of bed at 10:30, and that's actually really late for me.
Yeah. Both of us are morning people.
Yeah, no, I be getting up. I'm up, ready to go.
I wake up and I'm going.
For some reason, this morning I was just no. N-O spells no. And girl, let me tell you, so y'all may not have known this. I don't know if I've told everyone, but I know I've told you. I've been watching baddies. I've been watching even more baddies.
Yes.
Zeus Network, 10 out of 10 if you love some as me and my mom put it, it's literally some ghetto ass shit. It is so hood, but it's so good at the same time.
She showed me a clip and I was hooked.
Yes, all it is with baddies is just bitches fighting. They trying to get in there and make their fucking bag, go rapping and shit, going to clubs and shit.
Bitches be swinging.
Everyone hates each other. That's the thing, literally everyone hates each other. And then my mom got me on One Mo Chance, which, if y'all don't know what that is, if you ever watched Flavor of Love, okay, we're gonna go all the way back. Flavor of Love. You know my girl New York? We love that bitch. Do you know who Tiffany Pollard is? Mm-hmm. Love her, okay? She originated on Flavor of Love. And then she had her own show, I Love New York, right? And the first winner, or maybe he was the runner-up. His name was Chance, right? Mm-hmm. And now Chance is trying to find some love. So Zeus Network was like, we got you, baby. And we've been going back and watching those. And even that, I thought those bitches were savage on Flavor of Love. No, ma'am. First day, 2 fights, bitches fighting over beds. This one girl got called 8 Mile because she was skinny. It's a whole ass thing. So if y'all have never watched these shows, I definitely go recommend it. You do have to pay for the subscription, but get you a little month. I think it's $7, and you will be definitely entertained.
See, and our subscriptions are only going to be $4.
Yes. Nice little segue here.
So
our subscriptions. Yes, those are going to be coming the first week of December. I'm pretty sure that Friday. So far that schedule is looking pretty good for that Friday. And yes, those will be $4. They'll be available through only Patreon at the moment. Spotify is hurting my feelings a little bit.
Spotify's being a bitch.
Spotify's being kind of a bitch and is requiring a certain amount of listeners each month in order to have a paid subscription, even though a month ago it wasn't like that. And so yeah, it's going to be through Patreon. All of those links will be down below in the description. And is there anything else we need to talk about today?
I'm trying to think.
I don't think I have any more news. I don't have anything crazy going on in my life.
Oh, I just have a funny story.
Oh, yeah, tell it.
So I had a few people over last night, mainly my family. And so we were on the balcony chilling for a while. And so I come in with Avon and we go to bed. I'm not thinking much of it. Well, I wake up this morning and I'm looking around for my cat, Knox. I'm looking around for her. And I was like, where is she? So I finally just go check outside on my balcony. It's been raining all night. Poor girl got shut outside. And she's an indoor cat. She's 4 months old. She was huddled behind the screen.
Aww.
Just huddled there and her little tail was out. And I was like,
okay, but I ain't even gonna lie.
I felt so bad. I brought her in and put her in a little blanket and she fell asleep so fast.
I ain't even gonna lie. So whenever me and my ex lived in an apartment that had a balcony, we smoked cigarettes. And so we would go outside and we would smoke our cigarettes late at night. You wake up in the middle of the night, you craving that nicotine, so you gotta go out there and smoke a cigarette, right? And on top of that, he was an alcoholic. And alcohol makes you go in and out a lot, right? And so during the summer and stuff, whenever it wasn't too hot outside or too cold, we would just kind of leave the door open, the sliding glass door. And there were many of times where I have woken up the next day. He stayed up late the night before drinking. I woke up the next day, go outside to smoke my morning cigarette, and there's poor Skitty out there, R.I.P. to my baby, but she would be out there just meowing, trying to come inside, and I'm like,
so
oh my
bad.
God, I feel so bad every time.
I just, like, my heart melted, because she was just huddled behind the screen, and, like, she wasn't wet, she was just, I'm sure she was cold. She has been sleeping all day, so I just know she was up all night out there just
Poor
scared.
baby, out there cold.
I
You
felt
gotta
so
take care of that
bad.
baby.
I did. She got extra loves and extra food this morning.
Well, speaking of food, the movie that we're talking about today is ThanksKilling.
Buckle up, y'all.
Buckle up for a fucking crazy road trip, y'all. Which,
Craziest-
there is a road trip in this.
Craziest fucking movie that I've ever seen.
And okay, I do just want to say thank you to Caleb from Horror Soup, because if you guys don't already know, I listen to that podcast like religiously, and every Thanksgiving, I'm pretty sure every Thanksgiving, at least one of the Thanksgiving episodes was ThanksKilling. And so
Yes.
I, of course, was like, well, if Caleb says it's good, it has to be good, right?
Shit, we gotta hop on that.
We gotta hop on that shit.
Good
and
is
so,
a strong word.
Good is a strong word, but in its defense, it actually is kind of good.
It's so awful that it's hilarious.
Yes, it's just like, as I told you earlier, people that are so ugly that they look good. Like,
That's how this movie is.
yes, like, okay, this is the, like, Adam Driver of movies. That motherfucker is so ugly, but he is so fine. Like, with that big-ass nose, that man is fine.
Bro.
And the turkey has a big-ass nose, too.
That turkey, oh my God.
I love that turkey. That turkey is hilarious.
So fucking funny.
I love that turkey. The voice actor, whoever did the voice for the turkey, I love you, because I could not find anything
So fucking
about
funny.
who voiced the turkey.
This movie is, there's nothing, no information on it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't find any information. So, getting into this real quick.
Somebody woke up, pulled it out their ass, and decided to film it.
Literally.
Like, so bad.
So, ThanksKilling is listed on IMDb as a horror comedy. And the year is kind of in a question of, like, what year this movie is. So, I'll get to that in a moment. But it was written by Jordan Downey, Brad Schultz, and Kevin Stewart. And it was directed by Jordan Downey. So, this group of men, y'all, did y'all just smoke hella reefer?
Up.
Did y'all just smoke hella reefer, take a little bit of acid, and say, okay, let's write a movie? Because I'm here for it if you did. Like, that's a great concoction.
On something.
But damn, y'all, like, I think they were imagining a way bigger budget.
Bro, I don't even know if that could have saved it.
I feel, okay, you know what?
The low quality made everything just funnier.
Oh, for sure. For sure. It was just so fucking goofy.
The quality was so horrendous.
Oh my God, and just the acting. Like, I know that they just probably picked these people up off the street.
Literally off the street.
But the acting? I want one too. We're gonna open these up real quick.
We finna open some candy canes because it's Christmas time, bitch.
Christmas time. Christmas. Even though it's not even
Christmas.
Thanksgiving yet. It's Christmas. So, back to ThanksKilling.
Oh.
ThanksKilling stars Lindsay Anderson as Kristen. Which, girly pop.
No.
I just want to say, a little bit of foundation would have went so far for you. Because they kept doing, like, close-up shots. And, like, I'm not making fun of someone for having bad skin. That's not what I'm doing. But it was like she washed her face with a fucking bar of soap.
It was so bad.
And, like, that was it.
She was the blonde annoying
Yes,
one, right?
she was the blonde one.
Yeah.
The main chick. The final girl.
I did not like her.
I did not like her. She wasn't funny.
When she fucking leaned down to the turkey and was like, "Hi, Daddy."
Oh my God. And then the little fucking face on the turkey. I have a whole thing in my notes about that. Because holy shit.
Bro, when the turkey, we can cut this out. When the turkey fucked that girl, I was like,
The turkey was really up there trying to fuck Allie.
No.
Like,
no.
I was like, he really just pulled out his little dick and was fucking her.
Not,
But
and
also,
not the gravy-flavored condoms.
Also, before that, rewind like 2 seconds. That guy was fucking Allie, and they both had their pants on.
I was about to say,
Allie
they were
had her
literally
shirt on.
fucking clothed.
They were dry humping each other doggy style. Like,
Like,
what?
It was so bad.
And I'm sorry, the girl that played Allie, like, I feel like if y'all would have just said, hey, take off your top, she probably would have. Like, I don't know.
She definitely would have.
She would have.
I mean, she showed her bra in the first, like, 2 seconds of the movie.
Exactly. She could have at least just had her bra on. I could understand fucking with the bra on.
Right.
But, like with your fully clothed.
Fully 100% clothed. Like, there were no articles of clothing gone. I don't even know what they were thinking.
Okay, back to the cast. Lance Predmore plays Johnny. Oh, I'm going to talk about him here in a minute. We'll get to him. Natasha Cordova plays Allie. Aaron Ringheiser Carlson plays Billy. Which, what the fuck kind of name is that? Ringheiser? Okay. Ryan E. Francis plays Darren. General Bastard plays Oscar. Which, whenever I saw that shit, I was like, General fucking Bastard. Oh my god. And then Chuck Lamb plays the sheriff. ThanksKilling was shot in the summer of 2006, and it only took 11 days to film. And it was on... Okay, what do you think the budget was?
Oh god, I'm gonna
If you had to just spitball it.
I'm gonna guess so low because of how bad it was. I'm guessing, like, in the hundreds.
No, it's a little bit higher than that, but... $3,500. $3,500. And
So
honestly,
bad.
the movie quality is definitely, I would think it would be in the hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like they spent all of their money on, like, the opening credit sequence, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, with special effects, I did see some that were pretty okay. But, like, whenever Billy died, what were those intestines?
No.
What? Like, y'all, they were able to, like, shoot this turkey out of this man's stomach. But they didn't have the budget to get at least some, like, actual okay-looking intestines.
Literally go to freaking
Go to Party City.
Hobby Lobby. I feel like you can find that shit. It's so easy.
I have a whole list of things that they could have used. Because as someone that was in costume makeup in high school, I love a good practical effect. And it's really not that hard to get that look.
It's not.
But damn, y'all.
It was
Damn,
horrible.
damn. And so its first showing was at the Sacramento Horror Fest on December 8th, 2007. It was officially released on DVD in 2009. And a little fun fact about that. At first, nobody wanted to distribute the film. So the filmmakers sold the DVD on Amazon themselves. Guess how long it took to sell 1,000 copies?
Probably like 3 years.
Actually, less than that. It only took a year.
But still.
But still, a year for 1,000 copies.
My hopes are so low for this movie that I'm just constantly underguessing.
So we open with words, and it says, the year is 1621, the olden days, moments after the very first Thanksgiving. And it's a nipple! And then it's 2 nipples! We actually got
right
boobies!
Off the bat.
We actually got boobies in this movie, and I'm pumped.
Some pilgrim honkers.
Pilgrim honkers. It is a naked pilgrim woman, and she's played by Wanda Lust, who was an actual porn star. Good for her. And she's running topless through the forest. She's being chased by something. What is she being chased by? We don't fucking know. And then she, like, trips, of course.
Obviously.
And she gets ran up on by a talking turkey that says, haha, nice tits, bitch.
Nice tits, bitch.
Then axes her in the face. This turkey...
What the actual fuck is
like,
the opening
okay.
of this movie? What is that?
After watching the full opening of this, I know what it... Not the full opening. After watching the full movie, I know what it is. It's him massacring the pilgrims. All right, cool.
But like, what?
Why the titties? Which I did actually read that they shot this at a public park with no type of, what is that? No type of, like, permission or anything. They didn't have permits. That's what it was. They didn't have any type of permits to film there. It was a whole thing. Like, damn. And so we get the opening credits, and it's very much low budget, but it's not terrible. I'm not going to hate them on that. Which, like I said, I'm pretty sure they spent all of their budget on the opening credits.
The music sounds like it was a fucking kazoo or some shit.
I did not hate the music. I'm not going to lie.
No, that's why it was so funny. It was like knockoff Halloween. Like, it was like the...
Yes. And I put in here, and there's like little gobbles in the music intro. It's like,
So literally.
and I was like dying laughing. You should have seen me. I was sitting there like in my room with my headphones on. I'm like trying to be quiet. It's late at night, and I'm just because the fucking gobbles.
It's a fucking Kmart Halloween soundtrack played on a kazoo with some turkey gobble sound effects that definitely were made by a human. It's so funny.
It's so good. I don't hate this movie. Like, my brain is telling me
I want to hate it, but I can't.
To hate this movie, but I can't hate this movie.
I can't.
Like, the hype is real. At this point, I want to show it to every single one of my family members.
I need people to watch this. I need people to experience
I was actually thinking on Thanksgiving, just being like, hey, I have something for us to watch. Because after eating, we always watch a movie anyways. And it's usually a Christmas movie, but I'm like, I got a Thanksgiving movie.
We gotta watch this shit.
And so it's now present day, and this acoustic guitar music is playing in the background, and it's very fucking annoying.
So
honestly, except for that intro music, and that intro music plays like every so often in the movie, all of the other music is very annoying.
When the turkey's out for blood.
Yes. And we are on, I'm going to assume, a college campus. And we meet this big hick-looking dude named Billy. And this guy who, if y'all have ever seen Jersey Shore, he looks like an off-brand Mike the Situation, except uglier. And his name is Johnny. Which, do you know who Mike the Situation is? Do I have my phone?
I feel like I do.
Hold up.
I've seen so many clips of Jersey Shore that I, like, have vague pictures.
Does he not look like him?
Oh my god, yes he does.
Except uglier.
Yes.
Dead ass.
And
They should have just casted Mike.
Yes. Anytime that Allie says Johnny, it sounds like daddy because she
Johnny.
Johnny.
And so the guys meet up with these two girls. It's Allie, the one who shows her broad titties. She literally has her titties. She's like, let me show them my boobs. And it's just broad boobs.
Like, they're just going crazy because
and also they're like an A cup.
Thanksgiving break.
Also, that was an A cup, totally.
It was so
a double A cup.
She's like, they're nice, aren't they?
Right. And then there's Kristen, who's the more conservative one that I said she needs to throw on just a little bit more makeup. Do an exfoliation.
So pick-me.
You know what I'm saying? Do a little bit of exfoliation on that face. Throw on a little bit of concealer. And she is totally pick me. So pick I'm like, girl, if you don't shut the fuck up.
The whole movie, that's what I was thinking.
The whole movie.
Anytime she'd open her mouth, I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Just get out of my face with that. And so as the group are walking away, a nerdy dude named Darren is trying to catch up with them. And Billy says that he's with him and that he's a little weird, but you get used to it. Which I do get used to Darren a little bit towards the end.
I kind of do.
It's a little bit. I would still be like, bro, you gotta shut the fuck up. But he was the brains in all of it. So I'm like, okay, without you, we wouldn't know what the hell to do. So, whatever.
This movie gave the vibes. Okay, so I don't know if she listens to this podcast still, but Avon, fucking shout out. When we were little, we made a movie on my freaking DS, and it was called Treasure Hunters, and there was like, this movie was so similar to that, and like, whenever Darren's trying to break the code, and he's like, if he can't be found, he's in the TP, and if he's not in the TP, he's killing one of your friends. And that's so, like, our freaking Treasure Hunters movie, we're, like, 10, sitting up recording on this DS, and we're like,
oh my gosh.
The code says that you must go in the closet and
see
the whatever.
God.
It was that bad.
This was very much giving the, like, I'm not going to say, like, the full premise of Cabin in the Woods, which, have you seen Cabin in the Woods? Okay, we'll have to watch that because I've had to grow to like that movie. I hated it at first. But the tropiness of that movie, not like the background stuff that's happening, but the whole thing at the cabin, that is what this movie is giving. It's very tropey. It's very much like we have the jock, we have the whore, we have the joke guy, we have the smart guy, and then we have the fucking prude.
Yes.
Who's gonna be the final girl. Like, it's very much tropey.
When she repeats the joke about the
we'll
freaking legs,
we'll talk about that. We're gonna fucking talk about that, because as that kept happening,
I was
getting
so
mad.
mad.
I was getting mad. At first I thought it was funny. But then I just kept getting mad.
It's like, bro, it's like those people that they're finally say something that makes people laugh, and they just say it over and over that it's like, stop.
Literally.
Like, stop it right now. Close your mouth.
Just
You're done.
And so Darren meets Johnny, and it's obvious that Darren is a true weirdo, geeking out over football and wiping snot off his nose with his hand, which he kept doing.
So gross.
And I'm like, why did y'all keep getting shots of that? Please stop it.
He full on groped Johnny's bicep.
Oh, for sure.
Like, so weird.
And so the group plus Darren pile into Johnny's little Jeep. And of course he has a fucking Jeep. And they're off onto their Thanksgiving break destination. And meanwhile, in the woods, a man named Oscar is walking his dog, Flashy. And Oscar goes to an outhouse to take a shit, and then Flashy wanders off. Poor Flashy.
His commentary when Flashy wanders off is so fucking funny. He's like, he's just a dog.
He's just a dog. No, my thing is, a little spoiler alert, I'm going to jump ahead. Whenever he finds Flashy and he's like, first my wife, now my dog.
I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch.
Why? He's so dramatic, but he's honestly one of the best parts of the whole movie. Oscar is so 10 out of 10. And so, in the car, Billy turns off the radio, and Johnny makes a comment about him smelling a little ripe, which I bet you do.
He looks like he smells funny.
Yes, he does. Like I said, he's a fucking hick.
Deodorant, cologne,
You need
something.
some Lumi, my guy.
You probably just need a good shower.
Yes, a good bath. He don't need a shower. He needs a bath. He needs to soak.
A deep scrub.
He needs to soak in some fucking, like,
'cause I know he got
Epsom
lice in
salt
his beard.
shit. Yes, for sure.
Ugh.
And so Darren says that since it's Thanksgiving, they should go around and say what they're all thankful for. Billy says that he's happy that Darren's mom has the juiciest poon in town. Lovely. Kristen says that she's thankful to be spending time with everyone and that they're all in good health. Sweet and classic, but what the fuck ever. Shut up. Billy thinks that shit is gay. So do I. And Johnny tells Billy that it's not gay, and that spending time with your family is a great thing. And he gets into how he wishes he had more time to spend with his dad. And then we get a whole throwing football slow-mo sepia flashback.
So bad.
Of him throwing football with his fucking dad. And we later find out why they don't have a good relationship, which is the stupidest shit
so
ever.
Stupid. He says, you're the best son I could ask for.
Oh my god.
Bro,
Jesus.
shut up.
What is this, High School Musical? Like,
literally.
And so after the flashback...
Don't disrespect High School Musical like that, bro.
I love me some High School Musical. I ain't even gonna lie, dude. That was my shit. We're all in this together. I knew the whole dance and everything. My school, this is gonna be like a little tangent. My fucking school, I remember I was in 4th grade, okay?
Uh-huh.
I remember we were gonna be putting on a performance for some reason. We never put on a performance years after this, but we put on this performance, and they decided to do the High School Musical dance. And I remember the teachers were trying to teach us the dance, and like us as 4th graders were like, no, you're doing it wrong. This is how you do it. Like, we all already knew the whole fucking dance verbatim, and the teachers were up there making a fool out of themselves.
So funny.
Anyways, after the flashback, the audio for some reason just goes terrible for like 5 minutes, and it was really just hurting my ears. And Darren then exclaims that he's gonna go buck wild on this trip. Okay, Darren.
Darren, calm down.
Listen. He ain't even there yet. He says he's gonna go skinny dipping, naked, and he's gonna ghost ride the whip, son.
I'm gonna go wild. I'm gonna go buck wild on this trip. I'm gonna go skinny dipping without any clothes on. I'm gonna ghost ride the whip, man. Woo!
Oh my god. And then he says that he's gonna have sex with someone in this car. Sure, kid.
He's got very high hopes.
Very high hopes. And so Allie says that it's not going to be her. She's a prude. Sure, Allie. Sure. And Billy calls her a hoe. And then she says that she isn't a hoe. But then Kristen backfires and says that her legs are harder to close than the John Benet Ramsey case. Which at that point, I thought that was a fucking burn.
It was so good.
It was a sick ass burn. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit that I would have said to one of my friends when I was like 19, you know?
Yes, like that's some funny shit.
But that is some funny shit. But then she goes overboard with it. And no. Back in the forest, Oscar is done with his little shit that he was taking, and he calls Flashy back home.
Flashy!
But Flashy out there, he done come across, I guess, a Native American burial ground where the turkey was buried, because when the dog takes a piss, the turkey is now awoken, getting pissed on. He's like, oh, this is piss! And I now at this moment, I kind of condemned this movie just a little bit because the turkey murks Flashy. Why you gotta go kill Flashy, my guy? That dog brought you back to life.
Why are we murking the dog?
R.I.P. Flashy. He was a real one.
Flashy, we love you.
Up there looking like, what was it? Old Yeller, Lassie. He looked like Lassie. God. That's what it was. It wasn't Old Yeller. Old Yeller was a lab, right?
Yes.
Yes. Up there looking like... Flashy and Lassie.
Flashy!
Doesn't Lassie die?
I don't know.
Or is it Old Yeller that dies?
Old Yeller dies.
I've never seen Lassie, so I don't know. I've never seen either of them. I just know the names.
I've seen Old Yeller. It's so sad.
You want to know what's sad as fuck? Homeward Bound.
Bro.
Homeward Bound. Whenever the cat was in the water. I'm trying not to laugh, y'all.
Stop.
That was my shit growing up. I ain't even gonna lie. Then there was the second one. Fuck the second one. Fuck the second one. Dude, they're like lost in fucking city. It's a whole thing. I think they're lost in like San Francisco.
How they finna run off again?
Literally. Put a tracker on your animals.
Stay in a cage.
And so... Flashy. At the sheriff's house, the wife made her husband, who was the sheriff, some coffee. And he goes to sip it with his awful fake mustache, let me tell you.
So bad.
And he spits it out and yells,
God damn, Cheryl! That coffee tastes like shit! What'd you do? Take a dump in it?
And I'm fucking cackling. That line delivery,
so funny.
The sheriff's line delivery, one of the best parts of this movie.
So funny.
Because he's just so fucking country. That's some shit we would see down here. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit we would see here. God damn, Cheryl! And then Cheryl... She's a fucking savage because she brings the coffee pot over and says, matter of fact, I did. I want a fucking divorce. Fucking stone cold Cheryl Austin. Let me tell you, hell yes,
brother. Holds the coffee pot up and there is a fat shit in there. There's
a fat doo-doo up in that bitch.
Disgusting.
God damn, Cheryl, did you shit in this coffee?
She said, hell yeah.
We quickly find out that the sheriff is Kristen's dad. She gives him a call, and while talking to them, Billy yells, Kristen, toss me a beer. And of course, the sheriff hears that, and it grills her about tossing in the car. The man straight up says, you can't do no tossing in that car, girl. Tossing is illegal. You don't even care about the beer? Drinking and driving? You don't even care about that? Open container laws? You care about tossing. My guy. Man. And before he gets off the phone, he casually says...
no, Daddy, everything's okay.
Everything's fine. Before he gets off the phone, he casually says, your stepmama left me. Love you. Bye.
By the way, your stepmama left me. Love you. Bye.
And it's so funny.
Like, what is this script? I love it, but I hate it so much.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. Like I said, I'm pretty sure these dudes just, like, smoked hella weed. Yes. And then was like, let's drop some acid and write a script. Like,
they did. It's so bad.
The group has to pull Johnny's Jeep over because it's smoking from the hood. Classic. And they all get out of the vehicle to assess the situation.
This part, bro.
This fucking part. So this part right here, I was a little bit confused, but after watching the movie, I understand. But while you're watching it, you're like, hold up. Allie said that she was thankful for Johnny earlier, right? But why is Kristen sitting shotgun with Johnny? That's his car.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Girly Pop, if you trying to get fucked by Johnny, you would sit in the front seat. I'm just saying.
Right.
But anyways, Johnny says that he's sure that his car overheated, but Allie says that she knows what the problem is. Maybe it's a flat tire.
Maybe it's a flat tire.
She is so fucking dumb.
Such typical airhead.
She makes me want to like stab my ears out. Just
literally
right up in there.
How? She needs a, what the fuck,
lobotomy. She needs like 10 lobotomies. What do you mean?
Oh,
Ugh.
God.
And so Billy suggests that they just camp out on the side of the road. Bad idea. And everyone agrees. Yeah, let's go camp. And so Darren is jumping for joy at the thought of getting absolutely schmammered. And he jumps on Billy's back. And Billy, he ain't having that shit. He throws him to the ground, calls him a slur, and then walks off. And while getting up from the ground, Darren finds a sign saying Crawberg on it, and he recognizes the name. He runs off to find the group, and he tells everyone about the sign. No one knows what Crawberg is. Neither do I, the fuck. Why are you sitting there? You don't know what Crawberg is? No, I don't.
Guys, it's Crawberg.
It's Crawberg. And so he fills them in. He says that in the 1500s, in a settlement of Crawberg, an old Native American named Feathercloud,
Why did he have such big titties?
I have no idea.
What the fuck
He
was
did have
that?
big titties. And some thought that Feathercloud had these black magic powers, and he was dishonored by a pilgrim at one point named Chuck, okay? Feathercloud was so pissed that he vowed to curse all white men, and he necromanced a turkey that roamed the earth every 505 years, killing the first human that he made contact with. And the turkey is just fucking nuts, and he wants to kill. That's his main goal in life, is to murder. Cool. Awesome. The group calls bullshit, and finally Johnny shows a little bit of affection towards Kristen because she's been obviously giving fuck me eyes the entire time. Like, girl, make a fucking move.
I mean, shit, Allie's making hella moves.
Exactly. I'm like, Allie's over here making hella moves. Why are you not trying to get up on your mans?
Johnny, do you want to sleep in my tent?
So bad.
Jesus. And so Darren says that turkeyologists all over the world know the story, and they know it as ThanksKilling. Roll fucking credits. Not really. Because
They
this
should
movie,
have.
No, honestly, this movie is way too entertaining to roll the credits right there.
God.
Darren says that it will be exactly 505 years in a few minutes, and they'll just have to wait to find out. Kristen then offers for Johnny to sleep with her, and he says, yeah, he'll protect her. Wink, wink. And that's whenever Allie is like, I have an empty place in my tent for you. And then both the other guys are like, huh?
Hey.
What?
Let me hop on it.
Ooh, this part. So in the woods, Oscar is trying to find Flashy, but he finds the turkey and Flashy, and the turkey says that he had an accident. He had an axe and accidentally cut him.
It's so bad.
It's punny and I love it.
And then he's like, get it, 'cause axe.
And so Oscar tries to shoot the turkey, but misses somehow, and the turkey scurries off.
The turkey just fucking dodges the
He
bullet.
straight up dodges that bitch. He dodged, duck, dip, dive, and dodged that bitch. And Oscar vows to find the turkey. If it's the last thing he does, the son of a bitch. Then he cries for the loss of his dog. Why? Why?
Why? Why? Where's my wife? No, you, Flashy. Damn you, turkey. Damn you!
Fucking Oscar, man.
Flashy!
Flashy, my dog, my baby Flashy. Back with the group, Kristen has wandered off to find reception to call her dad, and luckily she was able to get through to him. She tells him that she is totally fine, that she'll see him tomorrow. All the while, she's hearing turkey noises, like fucking little and like feathers and shit, and she's trying to tell herself there's no such thing as an evil turkey. But then the turkey is there mocking her, being like, there's no such thing as an evil turkey. Like, the asshole he is.
He's such an ass.
He is such an asshole, but I love it.
He's
I
in
love
his
it.
sassy man era for real.
Yes.
He is
serving cunt.
He's
in his cunt era.
Yes.
Absolutely. And so she screams very loudly, and he's disturbed by how loud she is. And she's able to, like, run off.
That part is so funny. He's like, bitch, shut the fuck
up. She's up there, ah! And he's like, you need to knock it down a few levels. Because that shit is loud. I am a
done
turkey.
with her bullshit.
Yes. And so let's see. She gets back to the group, and she tells everyone that there's an evil turkey on the loose. And Darren says that it's just a story, but Johnny says that she might be serious. He asks her where the turkey is. She says she doesn't know, and they argue a bit. She gives the flattest, screw you, Johnny, and then goes and, like...
She goes, you don't believe me?
You don't believe me? Screw you, Johnny. And then, like, flaps her arms a little bit and runs to her
so
tent.
bad! Which I know at that point, Allie was like, fuck yeah, I'm back in.
Oh, yeah. And as the group start sitting around making fun of her, except for Johnny, he's not, something is thrown into a fire. It's a mangled, dead baby bunny. Okay, movie. And Darren says that it was mangled by a turkey beak, but Johnny yells,
Look, guys, just calm the F down. Jesus, we're in the woods. This type of shit happens all the time.
And it's the fact that he didn't even say fuck. He literally said,
Calm
the F down.
down. So bad.
His acting is just fucking cringe. And he says that he's going to go to bed, and so is Darren.
Miss you.
And then Billy tries to get up on some Allie. He's like, hey, bitch. But Girly Pop goes to bed, too.
Shit.
I don't blame her. Because Billy is
is rank. He is musty.
And this part right here. Billy wakes up outside, and Oscar's standing over him. And he tells him that he's his guardian angel because the turkey came along and almost pecked his heart out. Billy doesn't believe him, but he soon does when he sees turkey shit on his chest, which was clearly marshmallows with brown paint on them.
It was so bad.
It was so bad. I'm like, use some dog kibble. That would have looked way more like shit. And Oscar tells the group to leave, that he'll take care of the turkey. The group is back in the Jeep. Johnny does some, like, shit to the engine, and it starts right up, and they zoom off. They discuss the turkey in the car, and Billy admits that he believes what Kristen said about the turkey, and Johnny makes fun of him for it. Jerk. He was just believing her last night.
Literally.
Allie calls Billy a freak, but she believes the story. And Johnny says that he just wants to have a nice Thanksgiving, and everyone else agrees. Kristen apologizes for last night, and she says that she was a little beaked out. I mean, freaked out.
Johnny, I'm sorry about the things I said last night. I guess I was just a little beaked out. Freaked out.
Bitch.
So bad.
Stop. And it's executed so bad. And he says, no need to apologize, gorgeous, and puts his hand on her leg, which makes everyone in the vehicle uncomfy.
Like, stop.
Please just chill. And the turkey is now approaching the road, and this weird man pulls over. He opens the door and says, ass, gas, or grass. And the turkey replies, I'm all out of gas. Guess I'll take ass. And the guy looks at the turkey's bootay and says, damn, that's a tight ass. And then tries to fuck the turkey.
That's what he was doing?
He was trying to fuck the turkey, and the turkey pulls out a gun and says, this ain't for you or anyone. And the creep says, please, mister, I have a daughter. So the turkey demands he call his daughter. And as he's telling his daughter that he loves her, the turkey blows his brains out. But that's what you get for trying to fuck a turkey, sir.
With the gun. He doesn't
yes.
actually blow.
Not actually blow his brains out, but he blows his brains out, shoots the motherfucker. And that's what he gets for trying to fuck a turkey. And then the turkey obviously steals the car. Good for turkey on that one. The group drops Allie off at her house.
If only women could do that to men that be saying,
right.
You got a tight ass.
The group drops Allie off at her house, and she's being all sexual towards Johnny when telling him thank you for the ride. And when she walks away, Billy is like, hell yeah, brother, to Johnny.
It's so funny.
But then Kristen, she's not liking what she saw. So she, yet again, says, Allie's legs are harder to close than the John Benet Ramsey case. Okay, bitch, we get it. Choose another case, like the Zodiac Killer or something. There are so many other unsolved cases that you could use. You know what I'm saying?
Or just don't repeat your same fucking joke.
Exactly.
Just call her a whore.
Just call her a whore. Just say, oh my god, she's such a whore. It's not that hard.
Because
she's clearly not a prude.
Her legs are harder to open than the case, bitch. Like,
right.
She need to get it together.
And so Johnny arrives home, and we get some grade A acting when his mom is like, come with me so you can say hi to your dad. And Johnny says,
Me and Papa don't talk.
No, you know I don't talk to Papa anymore.
Ma, you know me and Papa don't talk anymore.
What also, Papa? What is this, Stranger Things?
Hi, Poppy. Like, what?
And it's all because he made second string quarterback 2 weeks ago. Like, get over yourself, guy. You look 40, okay?
And he says it like, me and Papa don't talk anymore. Babe, it's been 2 weeks.
Chill.
It's not a year-long thing.
Johnny goes to talk to his dad, and his dad really is not giving him the time of day, and he farts in front of him, and then he gets up and he leaves the room.
That part was so
when
funny.
He just farts
I just
and then
had to
gets
take
up.
it in because I was like, that has to be a subtitle mess up, and then I was like, no, he just actually farted.
He just farted. Just right. Mm-hmm.
So he comes in, hey Pa,
hey Papa,
and then gets up. Fuck.
So Johnny follows his dad outside, and he lies to him about being the starting quarterback. And the dad is all like, I'm so proud of you. You're the best son anyone could ever have. And it's so fucking dumb. And before this sweet moment has its time to marinate with us, Turkey pops up from behind the dad because he's over that shit. And he slits the dad's throat, which not too shabby on those special effects. It could have been better, but I've definitely seen worse. And then Turkey throws the dad's fucking head at Johnny, which finally causes him to run off. And before going inside, he sees that his mom is also strung up dead. Those were terrible effects. It literally looked like they just put like black eyeshadow on her eye and then like threw a little bit of blood on her.
Yeah, it still
like,
creeped the fuck out of me because I wasn't expecting it, but the effects were horrible.
They could have done better. And so Johnny's in the car, crying about how there's no more pumpkin pie and no more cranberry sauce. Just turkey, my guy.
Shut up.
Your parents are dead. Like, people are dying, Kim. Get it together. And so Johnny meets up with Kristen, Darren, and Billy, and he tells them that the turkey is real, that it killed his parents. Meanwhile, there is some clothes-on sex happening at Allie's house.
So bad.
Between her and this random man that I'm going to guess is her boyfriend. He is credited as her boyfriend, so I don't know.
This man is dry humping her from the back.
Yes.
With full clothes.
And
so awkward.
Turkey has now shown up to ruin the moment. And Johnny's trying to like call Allie, being like, you know, there's the turkey out there. But she's obviously being dry humped doggy style. And Turkey decides that it's his time to strike. He slits the guy's throat, which it ends up spurting a little bit of blood on Allie's back. And all I could think of was whenever, you know, when a guy comes and it's just like there.
But she says, that was fast.
That was fast. You were fast. I was like, damn. And so then Turkey.
No.
He comes up.
No.
Starts fucking her. And when he finishes, he yells the iconic line.
You just got stuffed.
And proceeds to swiftly snap her neck.
And while he's fucking her, she's going, you're making weird noises.
You're making weird noises. Like, what? So Allie's dumbass is dead. So the group are on their way to Allie's to give her the 411 on the turkey. Johnny goes in, and the group waits out on the porch. And Billy thinks out loud that maybe they didn't make it in time. And Darren states, well, at least her legs were harder to close than the John Benet Ramsey's legs. What?
Shut up.
You could have chose any case, my guy. You could have chose Tupac's case. But actually, they did recently arrest someone for Tupac's case. They could have chose Biggie's case. Choose any other case that hasn't been closed.
Not said
or
it.
just not said it. If you're going to say it, choose another case. And so Johnny comes back out, And he's like, Allie's dead. And he found 2 things in there. A bloody turkey feather and an extra small gravy-flavored condom.
What?
What the fuck?
Stop.
What the fuck? But also, gravy-flavored condoms, holla at your girl.
But literally,
Nasty.
turkey came scrapped. He knew what he was
Turkey
gonna do.
was ready. And so Billy is pissed because he thought Allie was warming up to him. And he states that they need to kill the cock-blocking turkey.
He literally goes, just as she was warming up to me.
God. And everyone looks at Darren, and he says he doesn't know how to kill the turkey, but then proceeds to tell everyone how to kill the turkey. They go to the library to find a book on the turkey. But Johnny says that that's a dumb idea. All of the libraries are closed at this time of night. And so they decide to go to Kristen's house. Her dad has a huge book collection.
She goes, guys,
My
my
dad
dad has a huge book collection.
God.
I think we can do it.
Shut up!
And she's sure that he has a book on killer turkeys. And so at Kristen's house,
I'm
this
sure
fucking
he has
part...
a book on killer turkeys.
Y'all, this fucking part gets me. At Kristen's house, the turkey has arrived wearing a disguise, meaning the glasses with the nose and the mustache attached to it.
So bad.
And he asks where Kristen is, and the sheriff invites the turkey in to come in and wait on Kristen. They drink coffee together, and Turkey starts talking about the weather, and Sheriff gets offended. Why? Because the turkey said fuck, and the sheriff isn't worried about the size of the fuck, he's worried about the age of the fuck. So the turkey tells him that he is 510 years old.
And
Older,
Sheriff's like, yeah, fuck it.
yeah, fuck it, you deserve that fuck. And he's older than Edward Cullen. Nice. And Turkey says that he's gonna head out, and the sheriff won't shut the fuck up and calls Turkey an odd duck. And Turkey, he's a little offended by that, so he...
like, that's it.
He said, that's it. So he murks the sheriff's goofy ass off screen, which kind of makes me sad because I liked the sheriff. He was funny. And so the group arrive, and they knock on the door. Y'all, Turkey answers, and he went straight Texas Chainsaw in this bitch, and he's wearing the sheriff's face as a disguise. And they actually fall for it.
Kristen literally goes, Hi, Daddy, and bends down to hug
And
the turkey.
she's like, something's different about you. And he, like, takes off his little sheriff's hat, and she's like, you got a haircut, bitch. Bitch. Ugh. And so they all come inside, and they go to the book collection. And as they're trying to get some privacy to find the book, Kristen is talking to Turkey and goes to give him a kiss on the cheek. And the mask, the skin mask is so tiny. Why is the mask so tiny?
And the skin is literally tied in a bow in the back.
And so she gives him the kiss. Darren asks Kristen why she didn't tell her dad about the turkey, and she says that he would never believe her. But he's literally the turkey. You fucking idiots. God, like, their just idiotic brains makes this movie watchable because I'm just, like,
bad.
questioning everything.
It's just like, how? What?
How can you be that much of an idiot? So then we have a montage of the group looking for the book. It's goofy because they're just reading the books instead of just looking at the covers, you know, like a normal person would do. Unless her dad just has a lot of books on turkeys, which maybe he does.
It's all these, like, dramatic flashes of them, like, just flipping through the books. And
Yes.
it's so bad.
And so Darren finally finds one, and it's actually only been 5 minutes, so what was the point of the montage? I have questions. And Darren says that the turkey can be killed if he is removed from his magical talisman. And if you can't find the talisman, it's probably going to be found in his plumage. I don't know what that is, but okay.
It's like all of his feathers, like his feather butt.
See, I didn't even Google that. I was just like, okay, plumage. I guess they just made that word up.
Yeah.
And for some reason after that, the rest of the book is written in a mathematical code. So Darren's going to try to solve the fucking code. This is why I feel like he's a good guy. He was the one figuring out the code.
It's so fucking funny when he's like, so x squared plus this equals.
He's over
just
there just
like-
like whispering and shit. And so at one point, we get an up-close shot of the book, and it's literally a printed out piece of paper that looks like a book cover, and it's glued to a piece of folded cardboard. And I know that this movie was only $3,500.
You could have grabbed any
better.
book.
Literally grab any book and just paste the page on there. Like that piece of paper, just put it on there. Tape the bitch. It would have looked 10 times better.
So bad.
And so... Billy, he went to go find some food because, of course, he's the glutton of the group, and he runs into Turkey trying to hide the sheriff's body, and it takes him like 20 seconds to realize that it's the sheriff's body, so he tries yelling for everyone to come look, and the Turkey, like, in slow motion, dramatically takes off the skin mask, and the group rushes in. Turkey explains a long time ago, one of their ancestors disrespected his people really, really bad. So he's there to kill any white person who disrespects Native Americans or their land. Johnny says that they gave the natives land and casinos, and that should make up for what happened.
This movie with the race stuff is just so bad.
It's so bad. And the Turkey laughs. He said it did, but it didn't. And prepare to die. Billy, with his hick ass, put the turkey in a headlock, and so Johnny is able to take the little necklace off, but the turkey's able to get away very soon. And Kristen and Johnny are now in the living room, and Johnny apologizes for everything that has happened, and he says that it was all his fault. And Kristen says that she appreciates him, and that he could be her quarterback any day.
Shut up, Kristen.
And they go to kiss, but then Darren shows up cock blocking.
Again. And
he has cracked the code. He says that they have to burn the turkey at the stake, like a witch, and that they have to say a demonic prayer in unison, backwards. Okay.
And he goes, just the usual.
Just the usual. And the book says that if the turkey is nowhere to be found, he's in his teepee. And if he isn't in his teepee, he's killing one of your friends. Not Billy! So, Billy is walking down the street, singing do-I-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. And Turkey is posing on the ground, using his magical powers to make Billy see a clip art cooked turkey for him to eat.
So bad.
Billy falls for it. Apparently, he ate the turkey, and the turkey shoots out of his stomach cavity and says,
"Gobble, gobble, motherfucker."
Iconic, Turkey. Iconic. I give you golf clap.
It's giving Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for trick or treat, motherfucker. Like,
oh yeah, that's what it was.
I'm here for
trick
it.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
And so the group were driving around
Turkey is in his gangsta cunt era.
Yes, he's serving gangsta. He's serving cunt. He's serving asshole. He's serving everything. And so the group was driving around looking for Billy, and they finally find him, and Darren runs up, and he grabs him, and he's like, "Don't die, Billy, don't die." But then Billy dies, of course.
This part is so funny.
So we get a close-up of the wounds, and so, okay, part of it looked like prosthetics, which were pretty okay. But then there's like this cloth that's supposed to be intestines.
So bad.
They know they could have done better. All they needed to do was get some saran wrap, right? Put a layer of saran wrap on there, okay? Then a layer of liquid latex. Then throw a little bit of cotton, maybe even some toilet paper. Cover it in blood. Bada bing, bada boom. You have yourself a fucking intestine that looks halfway okay.
Intestine.
Instead of a piece of fucking cloth with cotton in it. I don't understand.
It's so bad. But Darren's like, my best friend! And he sings
There's a musical montage, y'all. There's a whole musical montage of Billy and Darren being besties.
And it's like, this goes out to my best friend.
And I'm not even gonna lie, I skipped most of it. I just skipped forward because I hate musicals, and I'm like, nope.
I just tuned out that part. I did not
watch
it.
I didn't want to watch it. And so then the group drives off, leaving Billy's body on the sidewalk. Just, oh, Darren's all sad. Oh, my bestie. And so Turkey's at his teepee, eating a salad, and the group easily finds the teepee. It's just sitting up on the side of the road. They formulate a plan and have Darren do all of the hard work. It's a goofy-ass plan. Basically, Kristen and Johnny are going to go in and, like, distract him, and then Darren's going to come up from behind and tie him up. They go for it, and they go into the teepee, and it's so funny because it's so tiny on the outside, then they go on the inside and it's huge, and it just reminds me of Harry Potter.
Yes.
That was the vibes that it was giving, was Harry Potter. And so Turkey makes a joke about Johnny's dad.
Like, give Arthur his tent back.
Turkey makes a joke about Johnny's dad, and we get a flat delivery of, "You bastard, I'm gonna kill you." And Turkey says that they can't kill him, but Darren comes up from behind and ties him up. Darren's feeling like a total badass, and they're ready to say the prayer. Turkey thinks it's bullshit, but then he starts like groaning in pain. And Darren says that he lost his invincibility power. Okay, that's a start. Cool. And now they're ready to sacrifice him. Kristen tries to set him on fire, but the turkey scurries away, right into Oscar, who then shoots him, and the turkey flies into a trash can. They all go over to the trash can. They're like, "Oh yeah, dude, he's dead." But I still would have burned his ass up. That's just me. I would have burned his ass alive still.
You never trust it.
No. And so the turkey's eyes change color, and it's fucking weird. I was like, that turkey ain't fucking dead. And Oscar leaves. The group talks shit about Oscar, but then they're like, "Oh, he's cool. He saved our lives. We're eternally grateful." And they all decide to go back to Kristen's and watch a movie. But guess what? The trash can had radioactive waste in it. Okay, I'll take it. There's still like 10 minutes left in the movie. I'll take it. The group are snuggled up on the couch, including Darren. And Johnny says that he may have lost his parents, but he gained a girlfriend. And Kristen's all like,
"It's so bad.
A girlfriend?" And like, she's like all hard eyes, motherfucker and shit. And they get on the floor and start making out and fucking right in front of Darren. So Darren's like, "I'm gonna go take a piss." And that was just fucking rude.
Like,
disrespectful. Y'all done been all through this and y'all just gonna fuck in front of this man? Okay.
So bad. And Darren is doing all the hard work. He's just trying to be one of the friends.
He just wants to be a cool kid. And so,
in his song he sings, "You made me a cool kid."
God.
It's so bad.
And so Darren is in the bathroom. He's fixing what little hair he has. And so he went to the fridge to grab him a little snacky snack. And as he's bent over, he gets shot in the ass with a meat thermometer. Turkey is back and he attacks Darren. He bites out Darren's tongue. Big yikes.
Ew.
And then pecks him to death until he pecks out his heart. Holy shit. And Darren, he's seeing Billy in the light. Billy's like, "Come on, Darren, come on." And I guess he just follows and he's dead. Okay, cool. And so Kristen and Johnny were asleep on the couch for some reason. And Johnny thinks that he hears Turkey. And Kristen says, no, he's dead. And Johnny agrees.
Kristen's like, "Get back over here."
Literally. Johnny agrees, but he's like, unless he fell into some radioactive waste. Boy, you two on the nose.
Stop.
You were two on the nose. Johnny goes to check on Darren, but is greeted with Darren's body. And Johnny then gets stabbed a little bit with an electric knife. Kristen knocks Turkey out and takes Johnny to a shed outside, electric knife and all. He literally unplugs it and takes it with him in his chest. Johnny is sure he isn't going to make it, but Kristen has a plan. As Turkey approaches, she says,
"Roast in hell, asshole."
And then uses a spray paint can and a lighter to ignite his bitch ass.
And you just know that was the worst thing that she's ever said in her life.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
She thought she ate with that one, and it was
Fell flat. Very flat. He burns up, and he's yelling that his feathers are melting. Johnny still thinks he's gonna die, but in my opinion, it didn't even look that bad. Like, it did not look that bad. But the motherfucker ends up dying. He actually dies. Turkey still isn't dead, so she whacks him with a bat, and he is thrown into a pre-built bonfire, and she roasts his ass. And then Oscar shows up all of a sudden. Where the fuck was he the entire time? And
Flashy.
Kristen found a piece of chicken on the ground and just starts eating it. It's a fucking chicken leg. And Oscar's like, "You did good." And she's like, "Yeah, I know."
Shut up, Kristen.
And then there's a scene at the very end. It's a random family. They're all saying grace over their Thanksgiving food. And then the turkey starts moving. And surprise, it's turkey. The screen goes black. And there's words, to be continued, in space. And the movie ends.
Absolute train wreck of a movie.
I loved it. I loved
So
every single
bad.
moment of it. This is definitely going to be on my list every single Thanksgiving to watch. I'm probably going to watch it again before Thanksgiving, and then I'll probably watch the sequel.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Like, you have to experience what we experienced watching this because...
Yes. I was right about to say, like, do you recommend this movie?
Yes.
I absolutely 100% recommend this movie.
Like,
If
make
you-
sure you're stable before you watch it, but,
Yes.
like, watch it.
Watch it. It's only, you can find it on Tubi and Pluto right now.
You have to appreciate the comedy.
Yes, it's an hour and 6 minutes. Like, all together without the credits, it was an hour 4 minutes. Like, I definitely recommend this. If you're into some goofy, campy type shit, but that's also, like, I'm not even gonna say B movie, I'll say, like, a Z movie. This one's definitely it. And so, yeah, this has been ThanksKilling from IMDb says 2008, so I'm gonna say 2008. Next week, I don't know what we're gonna cover, but if you guys follow us on Instagram and Facebook, we do post every single week what we're gonna watch, what we're gonna cover, so be sure to follow us there. All of our social media is gonna be linked in the description below. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link in there for our Patreon as well. $4 a month, $3.99, 4 extra episodes a month.
Do what you want.
If you can subscribe to Zeus Network, you can subscribe to us. It's gonna be a great time over there. And so we will see you guys, or we'll hear from you guys next week. Bye.